talking about non-duality, not two. It seems that when there's me and I'm here and this is my life and I have to make my life work and how can I do that and all that, what seems to be the normal way. Most people are in that, like everything is real and solid and this is my life and I'm here and I have a free will and choice and how can I make it happen, and looking this subtly, and that's the struggle of being someone. It seems to be there's something not right yet. There's something not satisfied, something missing. There can be a feeling of I'm not good enough, something like that. Or there's something not right in the world. We have to fix it. There's always something going on. And with that free will, there's a huge belief that there's free will and choice. And with that free will, we think we can make things happen. So where then there's like I really want this, or that's nice from then I will good, because when there's that missing and that not satisfied, there's a looking for feeling good again, like there's moving away from pain and like bad feelings, and trying to move towards happiness or feeling comfortable, all that. And there's always something going on, like this is right and this is wrong. Feeling nice is right and feeling awful in that way, it's wrong, and I should do something about it, or I can do something about it. And sometimes it seems to work, and a lot of times it seems not to work. And there's that struggle or that suffering, that things are not happening the way you think you need, or think you want, and all that. So it's a lot of struggling. There seems to be problems about what's going on, because it's not going that your life is working, or relationships are all right or not working, or can be no money, or there are a lot of things seem to go on, like circumstances and all that. And when there's I am here, everything seems to happen to me, to you. So there's a center here, and then it's happening to you. I have my feelings, they are mine, the thoughts are mine, and I have to deal with this, with my feelings, with what circumstances or relations who happen to me. So I have to deal with that. And there's a lot of thinking about it, and thought seems to be really important to make things right. So there's a lot of thinking going on most of the time. And then there's hearing this message: there is no one. There is no one. That's completely out of the story, because we are so used to do everything in the story. There's not even questioning that there's something else as that. Everything seems so real and happening to me or other persons. And then there's hearing, no, there is no one. There's not only no one in people that say that no one, the me is gone or something like that. There's already no one. There never has been someone. It's you could say it's an embodied belief that there's someone, and that's a misunderstanding. But it's embodied, so you can't believe or think yourself out of it. And there's me thinking itself out of there's no me. That's impossible. But there's nothing wrong with anything. That's the joy. That there seems to be so much going on, and when you don't feel well, or there's something going on like not nice, or circumstances seems to be are not really what you want, then there are problems. When there's no me, when there's already no me, it has nothing. So life has nothing to do with free will and choice. There are no free will and no choice. And sometimes it's, for most people, this is crazy, because that idea that everything is real and solid and I'm here, and of course there's free will and choice. I can prove that. There's also a really strong thing is time, living in time. We live in time. We live in time before. There is birth, there is a beginning, there's an end, there's anything is going on. And then they're saying, no, time is a construct. Nothing is real. So even time isn't real. It can be in the story and it seems to be planning, but that's just what's going on, what's apparently is happening. So there's no time. So when they're saying there's no time, they can be huge, because then there's no before and no after. So no before, no after, that means there are no consequences. There are no cause and effect. That's crazy when there's living in the story with everything is real and it seems like this is because of that, and I ate something and now have pain in my stomach, and everything is going on about that, cause and effect and consequences. I did something wrong or I did something right. So there's no time, there are no consequences, there's only innocence, there's only this or whatever is happening. It can be thoughts, it can be moving a hand, it can be the wall, it can be feelings or streets. It's everything. So nothing is lost, it never has been. But when there's people, they can abstract. And when there's a young age, then really little children can't abstract. But when there's a young age, and then suddenly the brain can abstract, and then suddenly there's something else, like a behind. You can see suddenly what is behind and before, and time and space. There's a distance and all that we can imagine. And then there's suddenly something else going on, because that whole idea about what's going on and making it into something else, because that's what's happening. There's maybe the table, and there's suddenly on top of that, then I am seeing the table, because everything starts with me, so I am seeing the table. No, there's only table. But when there's me, I am seeing the table is on top of that. So then the abstract mind is so quick and that's so fast in doing that, or making it into something else. And then there's a feeling suddenly like, oh, there's something missing. That newness, that innocence, that wonder of, oh, what it this or that or this. It seems to be lost, because everything is abstracting what's going on and seeing, I have to go there and this is my life and all that. And it's a whole story of working on what's going on, being busy with that. And it has no influence at all. It's only abstracting what's going on. That it isn't right, or there's nothing wrong with that. But it has no influence. It has no meaning. There's no purpose in that. It's going nowhere. Because that, what is happening, is still going on. And life doesn't have any meaning. That's the joy also, and the freedom. It doesn't have meaning, it doesn't go anywhere. It is. It's what is that? Wind, or a whistle, or a sound, or feelings. Nothing is mine or happening inside the body. It's somewhere happening, and it can be sensed or seen or smelled. And then that's what's happening. Nothing having any meaning. It's not for anyone. It's only what is happening. So it's very simple. It's chaotic. So it has nothing to do with circumstances or with seeing people like that. It's energetic. The body-mind feeling is also fine. But there's nothing wrong with anything. So there can be a feeling from the body is real, and there is a feeling in the body, the idea that that's happening in the body. Then there's the thought of the idea that that's happening in the body. Yeah, so it's not wrong. No, nothing is wrong. No, it can't be wrong. It's what it is. It's a misunderstanding, you can say that, and then, well, or belief. Yeah, what is wrong with a belief? It's a belief. Does it have any meaning? what can be there? So being lazy and unproductive is not a problem. It's an idea that being lazy and unproductive is on top of what's going on. So there's maybe sitting, and on top of that there's an idea, oh, you're so lazy, there's nothing coming out of your hand. That's a construct, it's the story. What's happening is sitting, maybe, I don't know, or just walking and then sitting, I don't know. But it's that. So the story makes it into a problem, because then you're not right, you don't do anything, or like a lot of goals, you don't do anything about that or anything. In the story there are always problems, because there's a goal, there's something you need to do, this is right, this is wrong, you should do this or anything. There can't be a problem, it's only this. So then there are no problems, there's sitting. Life is going nowhere, but we think it's about in the world, in your life, and you have to have a job, or you have to make money, or responsibility, and all kinds of ideas about the story, about how to behave and how to make your life work. It's a construct. It's a dream, a fantasy about what's going on, and it's very literally only what is. It's going nowhere, it's what it is, and then something else, and it's going nowhere. But we are so convinced that this is a story of life and countries and people and buildings and everything, and conflicts and all that. It's a story. It's crazy to hear that when there's so much belief and idea about this is the real world and everything is going like that, and then hearing no, I didn't say that yet, but there's also no world. Where's the world? It's an idea of that there's a whole world, and we are convinced and that there's no outside and also no inside. It's also an abstracting of what's going on. It's literally what is seen, what is heard, and this is everything. That maybe that room or what you're. There's no outside. We assume that there's something outside, and when you go outside, you see, yeah, see, it's outside. Now that's also this, but that's different. It's new. It's crazy, and also very obvious.